All right, let's go. Charlotte, North Carolina. Double cost. All right. Charlotte, North Carolina. The Union thing. Xylee, care to explain why you showed up out of nowhere to interfere with my match? I thought we were all on the same team. Vicky got ahead of you. Wendy Chu. Hey, boss, I have a proposition for you. How about you and I have ourselves a little partnership in the next few weeks? You have my back and I'll have yours. Interesting. I'm interested, Wendy. You got yourself a partnership. Very interesting. Schedule a run-in on one of your champs this week for free advertising booking. Yeah, that's probably fine. What am I supposed to do with my tag feuds? Because neither of the teams, both the champion teams won. And I need to get them, I need to justify, like, title matches at the next event, which I'm going to look up now, is SummerSlam. SummerSlam. None of the... SmackDown didn't have SummerSlam. SmackDown had Survivor Series, Extreme Rules, Hell in a Cell, and Backlash. And then NXT had the same. Huh. Alright. I guess it's summer now. Sure. Okay. I don't need this page either. Okay. Well, let's do our checks. Let's do a morale check. Our lowest morale is Orikawa, LA Knight, and Carmella. Where's Xylee at? Xylee is just at the lowest of Green Happy Face, so it's fine. Dana Brooke. Fans want to see you with the title, huh? Alright, I got some ideas. And run-in on one of your champions can even be on, like, run-in on one of your tag champions. So, stamina check, AJ, Ella, and Cena. And then that promise, well, let's check here. Beginner's Luck, we gotta buy it. Health Spa, we gotta buy it. Contract Negotiation, I think we can skip it because we have 13 of them. Our journal here. So we have 3 weeks to do Wendy Chu's thing. So we could do that at SummerSlam. Not opposed to that. All 3 of these contracts will be up at SummerSlam, but we have $1.5 million. I'm not at all worried about it. Okay. I cannot run the men's tag match because Styles' stamina is too low. I can run the women's tag match once more. Or maybe I do something different. Maybe I do JC and Indy versus some other heel tag team. How do I feel Just I'm just putting an idea out there. To keep sort of their feud interesting here. Interference, and then I just have either of Carry or Valhalla run in. Carry on JC. I think it keeps things interesting. Let's get men's matches on the card because Odikawa and Adore are getting sick of me. Cena and McStones will just go in a match. This will be our Fatal 4-Way match sponsored by Wendy's, Matador, Rich Orikawa, LA Knight, and Mensua. And then here in our main event, Cross has some stamina. Veer, and I can't do AJ. So Veer, let's just do set this up so I can't forget. There we go. I'm thinking something with these two. Like this maybe. And then we do Dana and Carmella, huh? I forgot. I just came up with an idea for those two, and I just forgot. I'll do it next week. Why is Nikita's popularity so low? Self promo will fix it. I could do another 4-way here. No. Undo everything. Okay. Put something in this match, just give it like give it a little bit of something, because otherwise it's just going to be clearly like the weakest match on my card. I don't think even making it Extreme Rules will. Mansua's stamina, I saw it was in the 50s, but in the tables. Schedule a run in one of your champions, so I did that. Yeah, this matches. I don't know, actually. Because this is level 3. Popularities are both... They're both lower than everybody in this match. But because I'm trying something weird with the rolls here, for sake of just doing like the run-in. I think it's fine. Big stadium. Level 2 crew. Yeah, I didn't say anything for a little bit there because I'm not really sure what I was thinking. I think we just sort of trust on the order of the matches here. Let's see here. Who is our lowest popularity? It's one of Adore or Orikawa, right? It's Orikawa. So Beginner's Luck would bump him up to 67, which would still put him at second lowest. It would only bump him above Adore. So I'm not going to bother with using the Beginner's Luck. I'm going to save that for if things just really start to go sour. Do I need to health spa somebody? I do have like an extra one now. An extra level 4. I mean, do I just cure? Did I not even put Manhattan Cross on this card? Just forgot about them. I could triple threat this. That might have been my idea before. Maybe just fail to 4-way it. And just hope that Cross's like stamina stays good. Now let's look back again at Health Spa. Just AJ is really the concern. It's Dana and Carmella. I have an idea for Dana Carmella. But I don't need to do it this week. I just will kind of take the hit. Okay. I totally forgot why I was looking down here. Health Spa on AJ. I don't think it's going to matter because Cena is just going to get below. So I'm just sort of like, I'm juggling with all of them. So just leave it as is. Just have him off for the week. He's being called out at least, so that'll help. Okay. Make sure that's good. Make sure that's good. Relatively fast booking. Charlotte, North Carolina. Decently expensive show. Okay. Welcome, Charlotte, North Carolina, to Monday Night Raw. On this, the road of 10 million fans. Let's get started with the action. So last week, Flint McStones called out John Cena for constantly dodging him. Flint McStones, PhD. And Flint McStones, the show starts with Flint arriving. And John Cena confronts him backstage as he's getting out of his car. And he says, like, you want to fight? Let's go. First thing. Heath Manhattan and Karrion Kross, you can see they're having a bit of an argument. And they see the two of them settling their dispute by just putting it in the ring. And Heath says, you don't have to defend, but you have to fight me. And Karrion says, I would love that more than anything. And so this is it'll be a fatal four-way between Cena, McStones, Heath, and Kross.
1, 2, that's it. Ring the bell.
Heath Manhattan, huge win. 3 stars. It doesn't do anything for Cena, McStones, but it does do a level 2 feud for Manhattan Kross. Just noticed for the very first time Heath Manhattan's mutton chops. So that's cool. Manhattan defeats Kross, Cena, and McStones in a 3-star match. That's really low. That's not promising. Veer Mahan, the man of the people, the United States champion. He unfortunately was not able to pick up a win last week. Perhaps, McStones was in his partner Cena's head. But Veer Mahan says he's been spending the week, he's been meditating. His mind, his vision, his pathway is clear, and it runs through AJ Styles. And the crowd thinks that is good. So level 2 feud, or level 2, level 2 feud. Mahan calls Styles. Maybe my vision and head aren't clear. Vicky McLeod and Zaya have been feuding for many weeks now, trying to see who can get one up on each other. And Vicky is backstage plotting something, and Zaya comes up to her and says, like, oh, a backstage brawl, real original. And Zaya says, no, I've got something different to one-up you, and I booked us in a tag team match. And Vicky says, okay, great, so who's going to be your partner? And Zaya says, you. And that certainly Vicky is caught completely off guard. So can they coexist, Vicky and Zaya, against the tag team champions, Indy and JC? Indy and JC have been on a winning streak for a while. Indy and JC are both constantly looking out for Carrie and Valhalla, because Carrie and Valhalla have been very determined to get their hands on the title and just to get a title opportunity. And Carrie does, in fact, try to interfere in the match.
1, 2,
so we'll see how it ultimately results. Vicky and Zaya do pick up a win. It's better than my opener, which is wild. I had a sense. That's why I put Heath and Karrion in the match, but oh well. It's a fun little match for a can they coexist sort of thing. I just wanted to try it and see if it worked. It also does perhaps give Carrie and Valhalla, might give them their title match, justify it. So we've got Lee McLeod. Were they ever, I'll take a moment here, a tag team? I don't think I have a, let's see here, matches. We'll do a search. Lee / Xia Li tagged with Ella Rabao. Oh, you know what I can do? I did write down the tags. Roster. Xia Li. Xia Li has never tagged with Vicky McLeod before. That makes sense. They've been rivals. Lee McLeod defeat Jane with a run-in from Rush and Hartwell in a 3.5-star match. Following that match, Valhalla, it's very exciting. The crowd's really interested in the Lee McLeod feud, but also with the tag team champions. Valhalla comes out right afterward and says that, Indy, JC, you want to be done with us? Give us your titles. Crowd loves it. So, level 3 feud there for their singles feud, and gives us some idea where to go next. This match is sponsored by Wendy's, and so even though their perhaps matches are a little bit more expensive this week, but out on the table we have various Dave's singles burgers, but Mansois comes out and says, if I owned Raw, we wouldn't be feeding off of this. We'd be eating gourmet burgers. So really not wise to insult a sponsor. And LA Knight comes out and calls him out on that, and says, these are, we're feeding not only the people on the roster, we're feeding everybody. You clearly are you don't care about anything other than gold. And Mansois retorts back, well, maybe you should care a little bit more about gold, huh? And so they start fighting. And Matador and Rich Orikawa were also, maybe they were just out for just grabbing some stuff and catering, and they decided to take an opportunity and get in the ring and start fighting themselves. So this is a tables match. Adore, Orikawa, Knight, Mansois.
1, 2, it's over. Ring it.
Mansois picks up a win. It does grow both feuds, both to level 2. Mansois defeats Knight, Adore, Orikawa. Adore and Orikawa have not been able to win because I keep putting them in multi-person matches. 3-star match. Okay. Nikita Lyons, after, let's see, what did she do? She's not competed at all this month. But she still doesn't seem to see Aaliyah as a threat. She does see that she will be, she doesn't even want to compete with her this week. And so she, from the owner's box of the stadium, she's just cutting a promo on her, elegant and unstoppable, dominant, undisputed title reign. And people just think it's good, although they would like to have seen her in the ring. Ella Rubao picked up a big win last week. And so she is backstage. She's talking to Aaliyah. They were former rivals, former tag team. And Ella says, I don't really have any swing here anymore, but I do want to see you, get a win over Nikita and get Nikita some comeuppance. And Aaliyah appreciates that. And she says, you know what, maybe let's see what I can do to help you get rid of this Wendy Chu problem. And so it is a triple threat match, although let's just say it's a handicap match. Ella and Aaliyah versus Wendy Chu. Wendy Chu not been super dominant, but this could be her moment. So here we go.
1, 2, ring it.
Ella Rubao picks up another win, thanks to Aaliyah's assistance. But Chu seems completely unfazed by, this was a 3.5-star, Level 3 rivalry. Rubao defeats Chu and Aaliyah in a 3.5-star match. Wendy Chu, despite these losses, seems completely unfazed. It seems like she's got a plan in mind. All right. Chester just trying out new tag team partners, huh? Trick Williams and The Rock, sure.
2, that's 3. Ring the bell.
I feel like maybe they had the idea of being able to do singles rivalries in tag matches, but so they implemented it with the AI, but then didn't actually put it into the game. Booker T is here, and he is cutting the promo for Charity, and it's excellent. Maya T. Kirk and Brie Bella, I think they had a rivalry at one point,
Ring the bell.
but it must have fizzled out. It's mediocre. Joaquin Wilde is trying something with Montez Ford. Gigi and Raquel, Alexa and Donna. Don't think that's who was tagging with each other or who was facing each other or whatever, but sure, it's great. Dominic also cutting the promo for Charity, and it's okay. Logan Paul and Elias keeping at it. Elias, please don't get injured. Another tables match, by the way, and they don't get injured. And it's amazing. Shinsuke and Roman, rivalry. Iron Man, risk of injury for Roman. Shinsuke stops Roman's win streak. No injury. Robert Roode is here, and he's good. Rollins and Lee don't get injured. Wesley, look at their staminas also. They're not staminas, popularities. The benefits of running a smaller roster. Zoe and Bianca is excellent. Ciampa, Mahal, Jive, and Matt Riddle.
1, 2, ring
This is
it.
definitely going to be Ciampa Mahal, yeah. 3.5 stars. Rikishi is excellent. And Roxanne and Karen Compactor for the world title in a TLC match. Roxanne defends, unsurprisingly, but is injured for 3 weeks. Too bad. And starts a Perez Compactor feud. Rhea and Caden for the world title. Let's go, Caden. Ah, she did it. Hooray. 4.5-star classic match. Shanky is good. Gallows and Balor, Ezekiel and The Miz. Definitely feels like the game originally planned to be able to do singles feuds in a tag team match. But it's good. Simon Garrett calls out Michin, who is not here, and it's okay. Santos and Strowman. Escobar and Strowman, whatever. Strowman wins again. It's great. Bailey is excellent. And Ali and Bate, main event again. Steel cage match, by the way. And they get the double rivalry pop, and it's amazing. So we definitely had the weakest show because of our poor opening. Good booking, good, amazing booking. NXT 2.0, I think, had the strongest show. Maybe NXT, I don't know. Did we write down everything? Yeah. Let's see here. Oh, would you look at that? John Cena's stamina. Well, I don't understand why he uses so much more stamina than everybody else. Stupid. 1-star performance also. If they had just tried a little bit harder, we would have been fine. 3.5-star performance here. Win for Vicky and Zaya. Doesn't do much for everybody. But look at that tag chemistry, though. Vicky and Zaya are actually a strong tag team. So that's all right. Sure. That's something I should have been writing down also, that I just haven't written down in any of my notes, is what tag teams work well together. 4-star performance in this one. And Mansoir's stamina is low. So I'll just rest everybody in the tag team next. Although I can probably run just Mahan Styles. Yeah, I got an idea there. And popularities are going up. Like, or they're in the 60s. They're fine. And then here in our main event, neutral for Aaliyah, loss of morale for Wendy. Ella's at 41. so we'll rest her this week. But both at 100 stamina, 2, 100 popularity, 2 performance. So it's fine. It's perfectly content. Just needs better performance. 121 rating score. Loss of around 10,000 fans. Gained $150,000. King Sharpshooter TLC. Vicky McLeod and Xia Li are an incredible tag team. Never would have guessed. Wowie Phenom Party says, Carrie Rush attacked JC during the match. Things about to get worse. Thank you for watching. Squared Veteran says, loved tonight's Raw. Looking forward to next week. Thank you. Aaliyah says, Nikita Lyons nearly gave the crowd heat stroke blowing all that hot air. Great comeback. Unstoppable Monster 82. Nikita doing good work on the mic tonight. Kept the audience entertained. Well, conflicting opinions. Fighter Raider 83 says, tight match between Xia Li and JC. Jane easily could have won it. Interesting. AJ Styles says, Veer Mahan sure spends more time running his mouth than fighting in the ring. You weren't here this week. Dead Underground Tube says, Valhalla called out Indy Hartwell tonight and knocked it out of the park. Pure poetry. Wow. Hands Contender 90 says, Mansois proving himself the best of the bunch in that fight. Thank you for watching. And Xia Li says, really proud of my performance against Indy Hartwell. I'm going to take this momentum all the way to the championship. Very bold statement from Xia. I like it. 10 million fans. Yep. 110 rating score from SmackDown. 13,000. Their show quality is real bad. I think they're in the same problem that 2.0 is having in like looking at their budget. They just can't book a better arena because they just don't have the money. And they had something. Chester and Vince McMahon are an incredible tag team, I'm sure. 117 rating score from NXT. They lost 3,000 fans. So really, we still outdid them because their show quality is real bad too. Look at what happened to their budget. Did they have a bunch of like renewals this week? And so now they're in a bad budget situation? That's one of the risks of not being careful with your money. And 113 rating score. They gained 2,000 fans. Good for them. I think they were the only show to gain fans. That's funny. Caden Carter is good in TLC. I never figured that out when she was on my show because TLC, I don't think I ever booked a single TLC match until this season. And then also Gallows and Balor are a tag team. That's Japan. We get free advertising booking. And we're in first place still. And we will continue on to week 14. The go-home show for SummerSlam in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Dana Brooke, I think you should put me in a match with Carmella. Trust me on this. Yo, you are reading my mind. Because that is exactly my plan. I already forgot where it said the show was. All right, I'll write that down in a second. Okay, Dana wants to be in a match with Carmella. That sounds like a great idea. Yep. Yeah, you got it. Rich Orikawa, hey, I feel like I'm the fall guy every week. Whatever my next match is, I want to win, okay? All right. Orikawa wants to win. Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. That's right, I said it in a weird way. You'd think I would have remembered that, but sometimes I just do bits because they're funny to me and for no other reason. Even if they're like desperately unfunny to anybody else, that still means they're worth doing. Ensure that your least popular available fighter is in a match this week. Congratulations, Rich Orikawa, for To the Moon. Yep. Except your popularity is just slightly too high to use To the Moon. Too bad. Okay. While we're here, let's just do a stamina check. John Cena and Mansois. Idiots. Okay. Well, we do Mahan Styles this week and then just do the tag team. their tag team feud isn't going to blow off because it didn't reach level 3. If it had just gone up 1 level when they were in the main event and they got that 5-star match, then it would have been perfect. I would have just blown it off at SummerSlam. Okay. Morale check, right? Orikawa is the lowest. Oh, I'm not looking at morale. Yeah, Orikawa is still the lowest. It's all the same. It's Carmella, LA Knight, and Orikawa. Carmella's popularity tanked. I think she lost over 10. Goodness. Oh, we'll get her back. Orikawa getting a win will help him. So, okay. So the idea I had is Carmella running in on Brooke. Something like this. I don't think Nikita will lose this match because of the run-in, or if Dana does win, that it might be a DQ. So I'm going to risk it. We're going to do Orikawa and Adore. This one I might even use fixed match. I could just have Stephanie be there. There, okay. Was thinking of doing another tag team match against Valhalla and Carrie. But I think I just do a regular tag team. Valhalla and Carrie. Try to get them to level 3. Maybe. The other idea was to have Valhalla and Carrie face off against Lee and McLeod. But I think this is better. It's just the idea. And then main event, Mahan, Styles. No, this is the main event. Cross. Swap. I don't have any fatal 4-ways this week, which might be fine. Who all are we missing? Mansois is being called out. We don't have Cena or McStones on the card, but that's fine. Cena has to rest again. We don't have Elle on the card. We don't have Aaliyah on the card. I'm okay with Manhattan not being present. Vicky and Zaya. I mean, Manhattan calling out. Cross has to be on the card. Vicky and Zaya. I gotta do something. You gotta be somewhere. Yeah. They're already at level 4, but having them both referenced will just help for keeping popularity up, giving Zaya some time to rest and stamina. How do I feel about LA Knight? Let's just consider who else we can put in this match. Who are some heels? The heels are Mansois and McStones. But if Mansois competes, then he won't be able to. Adore is happy somehow. Probably because he's getting like the morale boost because his popularity is slightly higher. Is this match better than this one? No, I think this order's fine. Because this match, the tag team match will be better than this match, I think. Even though it is for the world title. I mean, I could just do the title match here. That seems fine, actually. Didn't even look at the power cards. Stark matchup. Just good to have. I also didn't look at Cena. Cena did sign for 10 weeks. Okay. That's fine, although I honestly want to fire him. 2, okay, we're good. Everything's good there. Our card is decent. We're growing some stuff. Theoretically, Odikawa should win this match because of Stephanie's interference. If he doesn't win, then that's his problem. Like, not mine. bunch of contracts expiring next week. That's fine. Wendy Chu, I will interfere at the whatever at SummerSlam. Dana Brooke, match against Carmella, will happen either at SummerSlam or the week after. Okay. I think I feel good about this. Double check our... I didn't change anything, so... Double check power cards. Do I use a coast to coast? Yeah, why not? I'll use another one next week. Rich Orikawa would go up to 76. Matador. Yeah, why not? 78, apparently. Or 79? Was I getting some things confused there? So he was at 64 popularity as opposed to 65. I don't know what numbers I got wrong there. But okay. Well, now he's at 79 popularity. I could have sworn it said 61. But you know what? I will take it. Okay. Well, now this match is going to be tremendous. This match will still be better. LA Knight just totally fell off. Okay. No more overthinking it. We're overthinking it slightly. We don't have Aaliyah on the card. He's already at 100 popularity. Could ever run charity. I think that's fine. Men's whatever with the men. I don't know, something's not working with that one. So okay. Slightly more expensive with the charity, but I feel better about this. Welcome, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, to Monday Night Raw, road of 10 million fans. We hope you're having a good night. Let's get into our show. So, Veer Mahan and AJ Styles, both their partners, are out this week. So, Mansoor out having a relaxing vacation in a 5-star hotel. John Cena out doing some community work for his hometown. And Veer says, let's have a little gambit, you and me, AJ. If I win, then we get a shot at the tag team titles. If you win, then you get a shot at the United States Championship. And AJ and Veer shake hands. They both agree on this gentleman's debate. And as they're shaking hands, both LA Knight and Flint McStones put their hands on top. Because LA Knight wants also a shot at the well, both of them want a shot at the United States title. They couldn't really be bothered at they couldn't be bothered by the tag team titles. And honestly, Flint McStones is over Mansois, and LA Knight is as well, so they bond over that. And so this is a future implications fatal 4-way match. Not sponsored by Wendy's, but do check out their strawberry lemonade. Sure.
1, 2, that's 3. Let me hear the bell.
Veer Mahan wins. It grows the Styles Mahan feud to level 3, so we will see more of that, but it does guarantee a title shot, which is exactly what I wanted. Mahan defeats Styles, what's his face, Knight, and McStones in a 3.5-star match. I like it. Wendy Chu, she is, it's a very quick promo. We don't see any cinematography of her dreamscape. But we do see, as she's sleeping backstage in her special nap time room, I guess, the lights, a nightlight perhaps slowly turns on and illuminates a painting drawn of Wendy, I guess just pinning Ella for a 3 count. So we see that, Wendy is calling out Ella for SummerSlam. And the crowd thinks it's good, and it does raise them to a level 4 feud. So not the same level of intensity as they saw with Dana Brooke, but, it is, people like seeing Wendy, they like seeing Ella. So Chu calls, that's how you spell that word, Rubao. Rich Orikawa, in the last week, he's had a swell. There was perhaps a post on social media that showed Rich Orikawa fighting in a a European promotion in Spain, and winning a let's just say a 10-person gauntlet, and they saw, Rich kind of run through the whole gauntlet, and it really elevated his profile. And so, he calls out to Stephanie McMahon before the match and be like, why don't you watch what I can do, and watch closely as I take down this former champion of yours. Let me show you again how consistent the men's roster can be. I don't know what's going on with my stomach, and I apologize for that.
1, 2, that's 3.
Orikawa does get the win, thank goodness. Does grow them to level 3. Only a 3-star match. Only. It's best they've done. Orikawa defeats Adore. 3-star match. Works. Satisfies what we needed to satisfy. Vicky McLeod is not here. She is on her way, or she's actually cuts a promo from the sunny shores of SummerSlam City, and she is sunbathing in her full camouflage attire, and she says at SummerSlam it's already a foregone conclusion. It's already been decided that I will defeat Xia Li. And while her, then she goes back to relax in the city that SummerSlam is happening on the beach, which is going to be real embarrassing when the show is in Montreal or something. But, as she is relaxing, we see the camera sort of pan out to a wide shot. And we see Xia Li running across the beach, and the feed cuts off before Xia is able to tackle Vicky. So, but it's excellent. The crowd really wants to see how this feud ends. They're very excited for it, and because it's already a level feud, it doesn't affect them. But I'll write it down nonetheless. McLeod calls Lee. we saw on social media a couple weeks ago, and it does end in a DQ, so thank goodness. People wanted to see Dana Brooke with a championship. And so she calls out Nikita Lyons, who has not competed all month. So, Nikita is clearly like well rested. And she says, how about you don't want to give a title shot to Aaliyah? How about you give a title shot to me? And Nikita Lyons says, okay, kid. Has no concerns that she'll be able to defeat Dana Brooke. And as this exchange goes on, Carmella sees from the side and is just like, what the heck? Why is Dana getting a title shot and not me? Despite the fact that Carmella has had title shots and lost them. And so a women's world title match, Nikita Lyons versus Dana Brooke. And obviously Carmella is upset and interferes. And even though Dana Brooke kind of saw it coming, it's still not enough, presumably. Well, let's see. Dana Brooke does win the match despite Carmella's interference, or in spite of Carmella's interference. It causes a disqualification, so she does not capture the title. It is a 4-star match. I'm moving papers around for some reason. It does start a new feud. So Brooke with a run-in from Carmella defeats Lyons in a 4-star match. And does not change titles. Their title does not change hands. Aaliyah comes out, and she says that she believes that perhaps Nikita sort of the fix was in again. Says that she must have paid Carmella to come out and interfere and cause the match to be a disqualification. And so Nikita is only caring about her, so I'm gonna hurt her in a different way, and I'm gonna show that I care for the people. And so she cuts a promo for a local charity in Pittsburgh, the local medical facility, and it's excellent and gives us 4,500 new fans. So welcome to Monday Night Raw. And perhaps this will finally get under Nikita's skin and get her a title shot. And in our main event, this also unfortunately ends in a disqualification. That stinks. The women's tag team titles are on the line after the interference last week. Indy and JC want Valhalla and Carrie out of their lives, and so they're going to put the tag team titles on the line as prompted. So tag team titles on the line. Hartwell and JC versus Valhalla and Carrie Rush. Carrie and Valhalla win, but by disqualification. So who knows what exactly happened there? They win the match, but did not win the titles. So what will be the implications for SummerSlam? Rush, Valhalla defeat Jane and Hartwell in a 4.5-star match. Great card. Yeah, well, what could have been the disqualification? Perhaps JC and Indy, start using weapons, and that gets them disqualified, and so might lead to an Extreme Rules match at SummerSlam. Again, we'll see. Raquel and Alexa on SmackDown, Extreme Rules match. They're also in a very small arena, so yeah, they're hurting for money. I didn't even see who won that match. Joaquin Wilde calls out Montez Ford, Donna Matrix, and Gigi Dolan. Gigi Dolan 100 popularity. Great match. Dominic Mysterio is excellent. Trick Williams is the world champ at some point. Okay, I think I remember that. And he still is. And it's amazing. Logan Paul. Yeah, all right. Candice and Becky in a normal match. 4.5 stars. Becky Lynch injured. Retains the title. Again, I can put on the best shows and the AI will just match me. Bianca and Zoe. They've had a rivalry forever. Last one standing. You know, if your shows are hurting for money, you probably shouldn't be booking all these expensive matches. Rikishi's good. Roxanne and Karen Hey, wasn't Roxanne injured? She's at 0 stamina. Okay. Somehow manages to complete this match, although Karen clearly picks up a good win despite 0 stamina from Roxanne. Robert Roode. All right. Wesley, Shane McMahon, Sheamus, and Seth Rollins. Sheamus is some sort of champion. I think he's a world champ. I just don't think he defends it ever. Jive Owens and Jinder Mahal. Yep. And Omos is back. And Cruz del Toro looking a little rough. And Omos capitalizes. Again, you need to be thinking about your money, especially going into SummerSlam here. Finn Balor and The Miz. The Miz is great. Kaden Carter. Well, people should like her better. Liv Morgan and Bayley. Yep.
1, 2, ring it.
Liv Morgan. Underdog win. Shanky is he's trying. Tyler Bate and Mustafa Ali no longer in the main event. Cinnamon Garrett grows their feud. I hope to see Cinnamon Garrett world champ. And Strowman Escobar promoted to the main event. Strowman wins. And double pop for their feud and 4.5 star. Good booking. And then the others are amazing, and good. Okay. All right, let's see what we got here. Staminas are all still fine, thank goodness. Popularity's rising. Flint McStone's up to an 86. LA Knight did jump up to an 81, so that's good. Being in the opener, I think, is better for popularity than being in the mid card. Odikawa up to 84. Adore up to 71. Just shy of being a 5-star competitor. I didn't look at some of the other things. 3-star performance here. This was a 3.5-star performance. This 2-star class matchup, because it's Bruiser, but it does grow the profile of Nikita ahead of her title match. Dana Brooke and Carmella get some exposure, so that's good. And this one, staminas are all still good. Carries under 50, but that's fine. 2.5-star performance. Yeah. And then the crowd is not tired of Lee McLeod, which is perfect. 131 rating score, 6,600 fans. So even without the charity, we still would have gained fans. $140,000. Top Rope Raider Max. Why did Carmella have to ruin a perfectly good match between Nikita and Dana Brooke with a run-in? You suck. Thank you for watching. Ramblin' Concerto says, lame way for Dana to win against Nikita. Well, we'll see more. Royal Champion Friend says, wow, that was awesome. Stephanie came out of nowhere to help Odikawa against Adore, and I thought they were all on the same team. Stephanie's been a little erratic this season, so it might be the instability of the Raw executive leadership team. NXT House 91 says, Carmella just came out and attacked Dana Brooke. Wow, that looked like it hurt. It also ended the match in DQ. In Your Concerto 78, big fans of chairs in the crowd this week. What a killer show. Can't wait for the next Raw. Thank you for watching. New Age Sharpshooter 76 says, Aaliyah just killed it with that charity promo. I agree. Carmella says, another win, another fluke for Dana Brooke. Keeping that career alive with luck. And Dana Brooke responds, desperate for attention, Carmella? I'll give you what you deserve soon enough. Big Sensation Mania says Valhalla and Carey won against Indy and JC. Too bad the title doesn't change hands on a DQ, so it was a disqualification. And then Tap Out Critic 90 says sometimes theory goes out of the window. I thought Nikita versus Dana Brooke might be a clash of styles, but it was a great match. Please do not swear on my YouTube channel. Thank you. Thank you for watching also. 117 rating score. Loss of 9,500 fans. Gained $2,000. So they just don't have enough money to run good logistics. 115 rating score for NXT. 5,000 fans. Lost $1,000. They don't have enough to run good logistics. 110 rating score, loss of 1,000 fans. And they gained 3,000, but also don't have enough to run good logistics. We get To the Moon. Yeah, look at all their budgets. They can't run anything good.